in the air. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Good time.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. So we're currently in Urgup, Turkey, and we're going to go for a hot air balloon ride.
So this is the bucket list item that Cory wanted to do for her birthday this year. And so we are here in Cappadocia, Turkey. And as you can see, it is some ridiculous hour in the morning that we've woken up. And in just a few minutes, we're going to head outside, wait for our pickup, and that is where we're going.
I actually can't believe it's coming true because I said this on a whim that I wanted to do hot air balloon ride for my birthday, and now it's coming true. This has been on my bucket list for at least 5 years, I think. Wallace, even longer.
Longer for me, yeah.
So I hope it's a good one.
So that's where we're going.
Well, that's a bummer. We got to Goreme, and our guide just let us know that we're going to be stuck here for half an hour because of weather conditions, and we just looked at the weather. It's currently raining.
It's not currently raining here, but there is rain in the forecast, and so he handed us his phone with a message in English on it because he's using Google Translate, and basically we are sitting here for a 30-minute wait, waiting to see if the weather clears up, I guess.
I mean, we have extra time, so if it isn't a go today, then we can go for another day, but it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, this was so early in the morning. I don't want to do this again. Also, it's Cory's birthday, so we didn't want to have to do it on a different day if we don't have to, but what are you going to do?
A few moments later.
We just got word.
We're canceled. Boo.
That's okay, we got lots of time, so we can figure it out.
Five hours later.
Well, it is a few hours later. We got driven back to our Airbnb and we slept a bunch more, had some breakfast, and now here we are. Yeah, that was unfortunate. And what are you going to do?
It's weather dependent. There's nothing we could do. They've rebooked us for Sunday, and the weather then looks more promising.
Yeah.
So,
and to be fair, it was not up to the tour company to cancel. It comes down from the Civil Aviation Authority here in Turkey. They're ultimately the ones that decide yes or no whether or not the balloons can fly. And because they decided no due to weather, high winds, that sort of thing, every hot air balloon is grounded. So that's just the way it goes. Some of these things are weather dependent and there's nothing you can do about it.
the only thing is we have a lot of time. We have like 2 more weeks, so we will get it in. It's just a matter of when. Unfortunately, that means waking up really early.
Again.
A lot.
Oh boy.
So fingers crossed that the next one's a go, and then we don't have to be worrying about it. But It's sad that I can't do it on my birthday. So to make up for that, we're going to go and check out one of the other tourist spots.
Yeah, so we've called the taxi driver, and we are going to go check out the Göreme Historical National Park, which is an UNESCO World Heritage Site, and go check out some of the really, really cool landscapes here in Cappadocia. So we're going to head out in just a few minutes and take you guys along for that instead.
So unfortunately, this is not a straightforward adventure.
So when I said earlier we were going to go to the Göreme Historical National Park, I didn't realize that it's not like we're used to in Canada, where it's a national park. You drive up to the main entrance and you enter the park and you go in and see the park. This park is a massive area. It encompasses like 100 square kilometers. and basically encompasses this whole region of Goreme, Urgup, and the other surrounding towns. So when we got into Goreme, our driver was asking us, "Oh, where do you want to go?" And we weren't understanding him. And it's because basically there's multiple points within the park that are, like, I guess, the points of interest. So we have stopped here now at a place called Love Valley, which is actually pretty close to where the balloons take off in the mornings, if there are balloon rides that day. And we're just stopping here to take in some sights and see the landscape.
So one of the downfalls is because of where we are, it's not easy to get a taxi back. So now he's waiting for us. So unfortunately, we only have half an hour to explore. So there's that. We're not going to be able to like explore as much as we want.
Yeah. So yeah, our taxi driver though is awesome.
Yeah.
He was recommended to us through our Airbnb host, and he actually stopped the meter. Actually, he rolled the meter back a bit, and he's stopping and waiting for us without charging us while we wander around and take some pictures and stuff.
I think that has something to do with the look of like mass confusion on our face. I think he kind of felt bad for us,
Yeah.
but thankfully he didn't try to rip us off. He's just being really, really nice.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, get a load of this area though. Like the terrain here is crazy. Also, it's a little windy, so hopefully the audio on this video is okay. So this area is beautiful, obviously.
yeah, the chimneys are really something like to take in for sure. But you could take horseback rides or camel rides, it looks like. Also, I'm not gonna do that. It's a little hot for them, so I'm not just gonna do that. But honestly, I don't know if it's worth coming out if you're all the way in a group. I would say do a hot air balloon ride. You probably get to see the majority of it and not pay to come and spend 15 minutes walking around.
Yeah, because this is going to end up being a pretty expensive taxi ride here and back. And this was just a failure on our part for planning. So
Not really. I mean, we can't. Again, there's not a lot of details on the internet, so you kind of have to like figure it out. So
Yeah.
if you want to see it, great, but make sure you're kind of like closer to the vicinity and you're not paying a lot of money. For
or
a
take a
taxi.
guided tour. That would
Yeah.
be the other way to see a little bit of everything. And we may still end up doing something like that just to see the underground cities and all that other stuff as well. But anyways, we're going to walk around for a little bit longer here and then head back to the taxi and maybe go to another viewpoint. On the way back to Urgup, our drivers stopped at the side of the road. There's this little viewpoint here, and there is a really cool rock formation there that is shaped like a camel.
Several days later.
It's a few days later. I think my birthday was on Wednesday. Today's Sunday.
And it's very early in the morning again.
Take two. We're gonna try the hot air balloon ride today. I have my fingers crossed. It's clear sky. There's no wind, so I think we have like a 99% chance that we're going.
Thank goodness, because I don't think I can wake up this early a third time. I am not a morning person. This is really rough for me.
And I'm laughing because this is pretty normal. This is close to the time that I got up for my job. So, suck it up. All right. I don't know if you can hear us, but we are at the site. They're blowing up the balloon. The weather looks absolutely perfect. It's clear sky. There's no wind. I think with confidence I could say this is a go.
This is happening. This is awesome.
Exciting. It's so beautiful out. And you can see behind us, they're starting to blow up a balloon with the actual fire. And it looks like we're about to board.
Let's do this. This is so cool.
First of all, good morning. Welcome to Cappadocia. Welcome to Turkey Balloon. My name is Berkant. Nice to meeting you. Today, our flight is gonna be 1 hour, and it can be 15 minutes more or less, just depending on the wind. Also, direction is depending on the wind. That means we don't know where we're gonna go, where we're gonna land. We're gonna find out once we get up. I know it sounds like a joke, but it's real because I don't have any steering wheel. We're gonna follow the wind.
This is perhaps the coolest thing we have ever done.
The bucket list is coming true. This is so exciting. We're about to take off. We're starting to I think he's just waiting for some of the There we go.
That's so smooth.
Right? This is so cool. Brilliant. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So we're quite a ways up now. What do you think?
This is by far the coolest thing we've ever done. This is amazing.
Scenery is insane. This is words cannot describe how cool this is.
from the ground. And now we're the highest. No, I'm not gonna say anything more. This is almost the maximum limit of that we can go up. And also we're just going in high speed. Maybe you don't feel it, but we're just going too fast.
See the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Get on board. We're soaring on top of the world.
I think we're getting close to the end. We've been hovering the ground for like the past 10 minutes.
5. Yeah.
5-10 minutes, yeah. He said an hour, so we started hovering the ground around 5:30, so we were only up in like high in the air for like half hour. Either way, it was gorgeous.
Absolutely, that was really cool. But yeah, like on the way up and on the way down, that counts as part of the flight time. So you're not up high in the air for very long, but still absolutely worth it.
Perfect landing.
That was right on the trailer. That was very cool.
That was bucket list expectations meet all expectations.
Yeah, that exceeded expectations. So when we were down really low and we thought, oh, it's almost over. No, it wasn't, because he went back up. We saw the sunrise poking over that mountain over there, and that was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. My guess is that they just hover closer to the ground to make it easier for them, like so that they don't accidentally go too high. Perfect, because that's the last thing you need.
Also, we're just on the back of a trailer right now and actually driving while the balloon's still, all inflated. Oh, they're tethering it, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was so cool. That was everything I wanted it to be. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, it was a little belated for Cory's birthday, but that was absolutely beautiful. Cannot recommend that enough. Bottom line, if you come to Cappadocia, this is one of the must-do activities here.
And I can see why. If you're scared of heights, I don't think you need to be for this. It doesn't feel like you're up.
No, it's so smooth. You didn't even notice when you're rising up, 1,000 meters into the air. You can't even tell.
Yeah. If you're in the summertime, you really don't even need that much of a layer. I brought my jacket, but honestly, I didn't need it.
I wore a light hoodie, and that was honestly a little too warm. I could have just gone in a t-shirt.
Yeah. But I can't. Yeah, I can't say anything more. This was amazing. This was everything I wanted it to be.
So we're out of the basket now. I think we're gonna do like a champagne toast, and then it'll just be a van ride back to our Airbnb.
So, how was the flight? Everybody happy? No problem, no complaints? Everything okay?
It was too short.
Was it too short? 5 minutes short. Come back tomorrow and I'll fly just 5 minutes more. And we just make it equal, okay? In the first balloon flight, they celebrated for the safe landing. So we did the safe landing. Luckily, we're not in the hospital. We're gonna celebrate as they did. Also, it became a tradition in Turkey as well. Every other balloons are celebrating once they safely landed. So we're gonna keep that tradition going. We're gonna celebrate. But I just want to say that there's no alcohol in this champagne. Unfortunately, it's alcohol free because the pilot's are alcoholic. The company doesn't give us any alcohol because we're just drinking it. We're not giving you, we're just drinking it. So we're gonna go with the no alcohol champagne. And I need you to count down with me. Or just count with me. On 3, okay? Okay. I don't want to miss it. So, 1. Hello, don't sleep. 1, 2, 3. Şerefe.
So I think that is where we're going to leave this video. Thank you guys very much for joining us here in Cappadocia for what has been one of the coolest things we've ever done. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and make sure to subscribe.
And join us in our next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring. Yeah. Was this the top experience so far?
Yeah, in retrospect, I think this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
I don't know. We've done a lot of cool things. I think right now, because it's fresh, this is the top thing. But diving with the sharks is really cool. I've done a lot of other things in my past that were really, really cool. So
I mean, sunrise at Angkor Wat's still gonna, it's tough. It's tough. It's close, but
I would say probably since we started full-time travel, this is the coolest.
yeah.
Yeah.